Good morning, everybody. We are going to talk about the sales from this week. So we're talking from May 26th to June 1st. And you know what? This was a little bit of a down week considering where we'd been recently, but it wasn't that bad. You know, we had a good sale to kick things off, and then the rest of the week kind of slowed a little bit. But overall, we still did over 750 in sales. Profit margin was still good, 53.7%. So, I mean, we got $404 in profit for the week. It was just one of those weeks where it was like, is anything happening? It didn't feel like it, but the sales were adding up, and you know, we were making some income. So nothing exciting and special about it, but a solid week. So let's go ahead and get into the items that actually sold from May 26th to June 1st on eBay and Poshmark. And actually there were a couple of Facebook sales as well. But first up, we had this J. Crew beige linen blend button-up men's shirt. I paid $6.33 for this, and it sold on Poshmark for $29, so that's a $16.87 profit. This PlayStation gray long sleeve tee, I think this might have gone, no, this went to somebody else. I paid $5.46 for this. It sold for $19.99. I covered the letter mail shipping on this one, so it actually did only result in about a $5.89 profit margin, but I knew this wasn't going to be like a big profit item anyway when I picked it up. I just thought it was cool. This Tommy Bahama linen button-up shirt, I think the same guy bought this and also sent this one letter mail separately, and this one cost me $6.33, sold for $25. So after fees and the shipping cost, I profited about $9.35 on that one. And so here's the sale that really kind of made the week and set the tone early on, but then it slowed after that. But this Nintendo Wii bundle with 14 games. So this was a console I had picked up at Value Village, and then just a bunch of games out of my own personal collection. I had found this, the Wii Fit board really cheap, and just kind of threw it all together in a bundle. My total cost of goods on this bundle, not including the games that came out of my own personal collection, because I'm counting those as a $0 buy cost. Sure, I paid money for them at some point previously, but in any case, for the calculation of this, I'm saying my cost of goods was $40, and it sold for $200. The buyer did pay about $54 in shipping, because it was going to kind of a rural area in Manitoba, I believe. And that's Canada Post for you. So all said and done, I made a profit of $138.93. So that was a good one. All right, we've got this J. Jill textured, kind of this like chartreuse greenish kind of a color tunic. I paid $5.46 for this. It sold on Poshmark for $20, and that's a $10.54 profit. This Play magazine from May 2006 featuring the game Dot Hack. I picked this up for $1, I don't know, probably about a year ago, and it sold for $15. I was covering the letter mail shipping on that, so just, you know, basically sending out as a letter. I did make $7.16 in profit. This NHL 2K8 PS3 game, so this was actually a reseal. A recent video, I picked up a whole bunch of sealed games for $5 a piece, and yeah, I didn't do my due diligence. I didn't realize that these were actually resealed used games. I was a little bit pissed, to be honest with you, but there's still money to be made on some of them. This isn't one of them, because a used hockey game from PS3 is not going to be worth a lot of money. So I paid $5 for it. I took an offer of $4.60, plus the buyer paid shipping, which wasn't enough to cover everything. But I did take a loss of $2.82 on that one after all fees and whatnot. Super Mario World for Super Nintendo. So this one I picked up out in the wild for $2.24 after taxes. This was cool to see a Super Nintendo game out in the wild. It sold for $21 plus shipping on eBay, and that's a $13.36 profit. These J. Jill Wherever collection pants with this like palm tree print, paid $7.88 for these. They sold on Poshmark for $20. That's an $8.12 profit. This Tommy Bahama pineapple Hawaiian shirt, paid $6.33, and it sold for $25 on eBay plus shipping, and that is a $12.43 profit. Excite Bike for the NES. So this one came as part of the bundle buy that I bought off of Poshmark using my credits that I won from the Love It or List It challenge. So this was no buy cost to me. I sold it for $10 on Facebook Marketplace, plus they paid $15 to get it shipped to them. It did end up costing just about $16 to send it, but it's still an $8.98 profit on that, so that's good. Little two-piece bundle going out on Poshmark. We've got this Lane Bryant black and white open cardigan and this torrid teal colored top with butterfly print. So my buy cost on those two items was $13.81. Sold the bundle for $36, so that is a profit of $14.99. This FootJoy kind of light red jacket in a women's small. I've had this for a very long time. As you can tell from the pic, it was actually a really nice jacket, but poor picture quality, so it ended up just never selling, and I didn't get around to pulling it out of inventory and relisting with good photos and stuff. So I had this on sale on a 50% off sale. It sold for $12. My original buy cost was $7.76. This old listing also had a flat rate shipping in there of $19.99, which wasn't quite enough to cover that because it was going to a part of Ontario using Canada Post. So it actually cost me an extra $3.50 to send it, meaning after all said and done with fees and whatnot, I actually lost $4.35 on that. But the good news is, a year and a half to 2 years later, I actually earned back over $3 of my initial investment, so it wasn't a complete loss. All right, four-piece bundle going on Poshmark. We got this Nuitags J. Jill floral dragonfly print shirt. I've got this J. Jill red cotton pullover top. This J. Jill pink dipped hem tunic, it's called. And then also this J. Jill linen blend, kind of just tan shirt. So these four pieces all together cost me $21.84. Sold the bundle for $60, so that is a profit of $26.16, more than a double up after all the fees and stuff. So happy with that, to be getting 43.6% margin on a four-piece bundle. I'm very happy with that. All right, this Knox Rose all over floral top. This I paid $6.33 for it. It sold for $18 on eBay. All said and done, I made $8.59, so a little more than a double up on that. This North Face brown striped shirt, this is another very old listing, just a terrible old listing, stupid photos, bad lighting, everything else. This came from a thrift store. I paid $2 for it. It sold for $8 on Poshmark. I just let it go. After the $3.95 flat fee, I actually did double up and make $2.05 in profit, but yeah. Alright, Bart Simpson versus the Space Mutants for NES. Regular Nintendo, again, came from that same Poshmark buy using my credits, so no buy cost to me. $13.99 selling price plus shipping. Altogether, I ended up making $10.17 in profit. This Bowden Silk Blend floral top, this was a quick sale. Bowden is not a brand that is going to move very quickly all the time with everything, but you get in a nice print with some silk or silk blend or something, and it can move pretty fast. This one I think sold next day, maybe even same day. Cost $5.46. It sold for $20, so I mean it's not big money, but $20 plus shipping, so it's an $11.44 profit. Jet Set Radio Future, the manual. This is for the Xbox game. This was a no buy cost. This came out of my own personal collection. I sold it for $9.99 and covered the shipping costs and all that kind of stuff. So all said and done, I made $6.15. A two-piece bundle going on Poshmark, a couple of J. Jill items. We've got this beige open knit cardigan that I paid $7.48 for, and this like green half button sort of Henley top that I paid $5.46 for. So total buy cost of $12.94. Sold the bundle for $35, meaning a profit of $15.06. We've got this Nuitags J. Jill. The color was called India Ink, kind of a bluish. These pants, so I paid $7.88. They sold for $35 on Poshmark. That's a $20.12 profit. This Carhartt heavy flannel shirt. It had, like, if you look closely, it had almost like a little herringbone print within the plaid. And this was a $6.33 buy cost, sold for $29 on Poshmark with some discounted shipping, so a $14.04 profit on that. These FootJoy golf sandals in a men's 9. I've had these for a little while, probably about a year. Paid $6.33 for them. They did sell for $28 on Poshmark, so after the fees, it was a $16.07 profit. And now this Torrid abstract dotted keyhole dress. I had a couple of lower offers with someone, and then I countered. They countered a little lower. I countered again. I wasn't gonna, freak out over $1 or $2, so I paid $8.91 and did sell it for just $17 on Poshmark. But I mean, it was still a few dollars in profit. This Lily Pulitzer pink with green trim polo. Paid $5.46 for this, sold on Poshmark for $22, so that's a $12.14 profit. And then the last two items are these couple of N64 games. I don't know if I get picks for these, but it was WCW versus NWO Revenge and WCW versus NWO World Tour for N64. These came in my personal collection. They're not like huge value games. Total selling price was $19, plus they paid $5 for shipping. Did actually cost me about $5.50, but that's fine. So I just mailed those out to them letter mail, and that is $18.50 in profit, so can't complain. So yeah, not really an exciting week. It started off big, selling that Wii bundle, and I thought, oh, here we go, because I was up over $200 after the first few hours of the week, but it did taper off from there. But that's okay. It was a good finish to May. May was a good month overall. Let's see what we did for sales in May in total. This is just like the last 5 weeks, so a little bit of this is the last few days of April and the first day of June, but we've got 4,300 and some in sales, so yeah, that's not bad considering my profit margin's usually over 50%, so safe to say I made over $2,000 profit in the month of May, which is always nice. So, $752 in sales, $404 in profit, 53.7% margin, 12 items sold on eBay, 17 on Poshmark, and then 3 on Facebook. And that is that. So thanks very much for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.